Mr. Banks. There's a town of good people who needs your help.
I know that.
Please, give us this chance. We could have several factories up and running before the year's out. I'd give it everything I've got, believe me.
I do believe you, Mr. Northbrook, and I've tried to find a way, but there just is not the collateral.
What about my workforce? Decent men who want a better life. They're my collateral. My men have dreams to make an honest living, a wife and kids, a home to call their own. If you'd invest in us today, you'll pave the way. I promise we'll repay the loan.
I'm sorry, Mr. Northbrook.
Hello, Daddy!
What on earth are you doing here? Can't you see that I'm busy?
No, we're done. And no man should ever be too busy for his own children. Say, young man, what are you here for? Are you here for some money as well?
Hardly. What would they need money for?
Well, it's never too early to learn its value. Here.
I know the value of this one. 6 pence.
No, that's its worth. Its value's in how you spend it. Do good, and may you have good luck.
And what do you say to Mr. Northbrook?
Thank you.
I'll be waiting outside.
What is the meaning of this? Really, Mary Poppins, I am not without a sense of humor.
Aren't you, Daddy?
No, I am not. And when I was a little boy, I would never have dared to interrupt my father.
Were you ever a little boy?
Of course I was. But my nanny, Miss Andrew, made sure I stayed out of my father's way. He'd have been very annoyed if she hadn't.
What about your mother?
Well, I shouldn't think I saw either of them more than once a week.
Didn't they mind?
Mind? They were glad to be rid of me.
Then who kissed you goodnight? Miss Andrew?
Certainly not. There was no time for hugs and kisses and all that soppy nonsense. Oh, what's the matter?
Poor Daddy.
Poor? What do you mean poor? That's what made me the man I am. Eh, Mary Poppins?
Yes, I'm afraid it did.
That's quite enough. You've seen where I work, and I have a great deal to do.
When you invest the bank's money, what are you looking for, Daddy? A good man or a good idea?
Well, I suppose I should say it's a good idea. But a good man is much rarer and much more valuable.
Come along, children.
Mr. Von Hustler, I've considered your argument, and I'm afraid my answer is no.
So you do not recognize a good idea?
Perhaps not, but I do recognize a good man when I see one.
You will regret this, Banks.
A man with dreams that life hasn't broken. A man with hopes, ambitions to fulfill. A man you're certain at first glance deserves a chance. Now, Mr. Northbrook, when exactly can your factory open?
Thank you, sir. You won't regret this.